Jeffrey Gamer is not responsible for your game files. All mods in this tutorial have been tested and work properly. I strongly advise you back up your files as shown in this video, in case you make any mistakes. I advise you watch the full video before installing any mods. Thanks.
What is going on, beautiful people? Your boy Jeffrey Gamer back at you with another tutorial. GTA 5 LSPDFR tutorial, and this one is going to be showing you some commonly used OpenIV pathways for all different types of mods that we put into our game. Granted, a lot of the developers, when they put a mod out and we're putting it in our game, they will add the pathway in their README. But there are times that they don't. So I'm here to show you those commonly used pathways so you can save them and have them just in case. This is by request by MDR Productions. Brother, this video is for you. He wanted to know some of the common used pathways so that he can get them saved in his OpenIV. I don't think there's a video out there like this one. So with that being said, watch the whole video. If you like it, if it helped you, please consider supporting the channel by hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell. I promise you, you will not regret it, but I only want your subscription if you feel I deserve it. And please consider at least giving this video a thumbs up, because there is a lot of people out there who can help, and the more thumbs up this video gets, the more people it will help. With that being said, let's get into it, guys and gals. We're only going to be working in OpenIV today, so go ahead and fire up your OpenIV. And we're going to hit Grand Theft Auto 5, and we're going to click Windows. And it's going to automatically start us in edit mode. You see how we're automatically in edit mode? This was a little tip told to me by my boy Criminal Justice. If you want yours to open up in edit mode, go to Tools, go to Options. Under the General tab, under Default Work Mode, yours might say Read Only. Click it, select Edit, and then close. That way, every time you open up your OpenIV, you're automatically in edit mode. Now, what's going to be your friend in this video is this Favorites tab right here, okay? This Favorites tab. That's going to be your friend. Of course, you want to make sure you have a mods folder. If you go to Tools and you go to the ASI Manager and click it, you want to make sure that all your boxes are green, okay? You want to make sure all your boxes are green, especially this OpenIV ASI. This is what's going to create that mods folder for you, okay? So, let's get started. One of the main ones that everybody wants to know: what police slot do I put my police 2, police 3, sheriff, police bikes? What slot do I put everything into? Well, let's show you. Okay, so here's the pathway that you want for your police vehicles. This is the pathway I have used ever since I started working with OpenIV, and it's never failed me. So you're going to click Mods. You're going to go to Update, times 64, DLC Packs, scroll down to Patch Day 20. I have been using Patch Day 20 forever. It works. Double click it, DLC.rpf, times 64, levels, GTA 5, and vehicles.rpf. Now, if you have never installed any vehicles in here, you're not going to see nearly what you see here, so don't freak out. What you will see is you are going to see the Shamal, and you are probably also seeing, you got the Shamal, and I know there's another one that you're probably seeing, the Pounder. The Shamal and the Pounder. What are these? You know, I've never opened these. I probably have, but I forgot what they are. And that one's going to take a while. All right, work. Okay. All right, yeah. So you're going to see the Shamal and you're going to see the Pounder. Now, this is where I put all of my police vehicles. As you can see, these are all my police vehicles that I use in my game. Here's what you want to do, folks. Go to Favorites. Click Add to Favorites. And what I named mine is just name it Police Vehicles. And then click Add. Okay? I'm not going to because I already have it. As you see, Favorites, Police Vehicles. So if I click it, it'll bring me here every time. So that way, if I go download a new vehicle pack, and I got that vehicle pack downloaded, and I got my WinRAR box right here, I come in OpenIV, I click Favorites, I select Police Vehicles, it brings me right here I drop them right in. Now, where do you go with the ELS? ELS will always be at the top of this menu. Okay? It's right there. So once you drop your vehicles in, you're going to go to your ELS and you're going to go to your pack default. And you could add this to your favorites. You could go to favorites and add ELS pack default if you wanted to and put that in there. All right? So once you have your police spot saved, clicked and you saved under your police vehicles under your favorites, let's double click that mods folder again and bring us back to the beginning right here. Next, we're going to do regular vehicles. These are going to be AI vehicles, pretty much essentially every vehicle that's in the game, from planes to boats to cars to trucks to motorcycles to bicycles to go-karts. It's all going to be in this pathway here. You ready? Very easy. Mods. Times 64E. And I'm going to show you, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a little tip on how to get all of your times 64s and that in here. Okay? If you don't see it over here, it'll be right here. And if you select it, it'll ask you, a red box is going to pop up, and it's going to ask you if you want to move it to the mods folder. Okay? Or show in mods folder. Just click show in mods folder. Okay? That way, every time you select mods, it will show over here, and you won't have to select it from here. All right, so you want mods, times 64E, levels, GTA 5, and vehicles. There you go. And like I said, folks, look at this. This is every vehicle in the game. So if you ever wanted to replace your vehicles, excuse me, for example, the Vaca, right? We know that that is the GTA version of the Lamborghini. So if I select it, there's the Vaca right there. So if I go and download a Lamborghini and I want to replace it and it has Vaca files in it, these are the files that you're going to be changing. These are the YFTs, which show the model of the vehicle. Then if you go down to the YTDs, everything's alphabetized. Okay. And if we go all the way down, there's the Vaca YTD and the high YTD. These are going to be your, these are going to be your skins, okay, your liveries and all the just detailed stuff. There's the dashboard. This is going to be the looks of the car, okay, the textures, so to speak. All right, so what are you going to do? You're going to go to favorites, click add to favorites, and I named mine regular vehicles. They're not police vehicles, so they're regular vehicles. Boom. Easy. Once you do that, you're going to click add, and it'll add it into your favorites. All right. Boom. Easy. Now let's double click that mods folder again. And next one we're going to do, let's do radiance. Your visual settings.dat. A lot of times if you get a radiance, a graphics mod, it might have a visual settings.dat in it. This is how you get to that file. You're going to click mods. Update, update.rpf, common, data. Now, this is going to be a multiple useful pathway, okay? You're going to use this pathway for a few things. Now, you are going to use it. I'm not going to put them all on you right now. Right now, you can see your visual settings.dat is right there. You can see mine is compressed and not encrypted, meaning mine is modded. Okay, yours might say compressed and encrypted if you've never changed it or put in a graphics mod. Okay. We're not going to explain anything else that's in here. We are actually, yeah, we can. So what you're going to do, you're going to go to favorites and you're going to click add to favorites and just put visual settings.dat. Right there. I mean, you can even go to the length of highlighting it, copying it, right? Then go to favorites, add to favorites, right click, paste, and it'll put visual settings. And you can put .dat in there if you want. So now you know every time you want to put in a visual settings.dat that might be in a WinRAR, go to favorites. Look, I got mine right there. Visuals.dat. If I click it, brings me right here. Now, let's say we go out, we click the mods folder, and now we want to find the pathway to get to our game config. Okay. This pathway also is the same pathway. You see your visual settings at that. This is also your game config pathway. So again, I want you, game config is traffic, pedestrian, stuff like that. A lot of mods require a game config. This is the pathway for it, okay? So go to favorites. As you see, I've got mine right here under game config. Click add to favorites, get rid of that, put game config, and then click add. And next, this is your DLC list.xml. We won't explain this yet. We will do our DLC packs first. So let's go to mods and let's do our DLC packs. This one's a short one. It's going to be mods, updates, times 64, DLC packs. Now, when you want to add a new vehicle, whether it's it could be this is where you would put add-on, anything add-on. If you see a mod that says it's a map mod, add-on, vehicle pack, add-on, rims, add-on, anything that says add-on, it's going to be a DLC pack. This is where you're going to drop the DLC pack folder. All of these folders have one thing in common. If you open them, they have a DLC.rpf inside of them, okay? No matter which one I hit, DLC.rpf, okay? Now, you would just drop the folder right in here. Whatever folder comes with your add-on. If you got a WinRAR, right? If you have a WinRAR and you open up that WinRAR and then it says something, let's say it says Lamborghini. You click that, double click that folder and it's got a DLC.rpf in there. You got to go back, take that whole folder that says Lamborghini, and you're going to drop it in here. All right. So again, let's go to favorites, add to favorites, and put in, well, this you could leave the same, DLC packs in GTA 5. I think I just have mine just says DLC packs, yeah. So now, what happens after you put a DLC pack in this folder right here? Well, you need to now install the DLC list.xml. As you can see, I've got mine right under DLC packs, because if I put in a DLC pack, I'll come in my OpenIV, click favorites, go to DLC packs. Once I put my DLC pack in, I'll go to favorites, go to DLC list.xml. See how it jumps me right here? Again, there's our visual settings that we did. There's our game config. Right above it is that DLC list.xml. Okay? It's the same pathway, folks. The same pathway. So it's going to be mods, updates, update.rpf, common, data. All right. There's your DLC list.xml. So go to favorites, click add to favorites, and put DLC list.xml. And DLC list, you're going to right click it and edit it. And that's where you would put in the line that is usually supplied by the developer of whatever add-on pack that you're putting in. And anytime you do it, I've got a ton of videos out there showing how to do this stuff. So again, now you've got your game config, DLC list. Let's double click that mods folder. Let's go do some more. I'm showing you all the ones that are like super, like, you know, common. Okay. Here's one for you. We're going to go to mods, times 64, audio, SFX, and scroll on down to resident.rpf. All right. This is where you're going to find your weapons sounds, your vehicle sounds. And also in the vehicle sounds is where you would also put your sirens. Your sirens would be in here. Again, weapons and other things that I've never messed with any of these. Usually it's just weapons or vehicles.awc. Whenever you're installing new weapons, this is the pathway for the most part that you're going to take. 5M's a little different, but not too much different, but a different pathway. So again, go to favorites, click add to favorites, and you can put, you know, resident.rpf. You could put sounds. What do I have? I have mine saved under that. See, sirens, weapons, sounds. That's what I have mine saved under. So I know when I click favorites and I want to put in a siren or weapon sound, It's right there. Now, if somebody clicks their favorites and it says resident.rpf, if you're new, you might be like, well, shit, what's resident.rpf? That's why I say save it under what you know this pathway is for. If it's for weapon sounds, save it under weapon sounds. If you're saving it for vehicle sounds, sirens, save it under sirens. Okay? Simple, simple, simple. And I'm telling you folks, this shit gets easier. Double click that mods folder. Let's bring us back to the beginning. And weapons.meta. Okay. Weapons.meta is also for weapon skins and also you just might need a weapons.meta, okay? I haven't used it in a while, but I have it saved down here. So you're going to click mods. You're going to click update, update.rpf, common, data, and you're like, oh, this is the same pathway. There's our visual settings. There's our DLC list. There's our game config, but we're going to click one more. We're going to go right here to AI. Double click it. AI. There's your weapons.meta, okay? Combat behavior. That is a huge one. You can see I got mine modded right there. This is not your vehicle meta. We will go to that one. So right here, you're going to go to favorites and you're going to save it under favorites. Let's see here. Now I do have combat behavior, which brings us to here. But I don't think I have the weapons meta in here. No, I don't. Why do I have 3 different vehicle meta? Vehicle AI meta, vehicles meta, okay, which we're going to do those ones as well. So you can go to favorites, click add to favorites, and name it weapons.meta, which I'm going to do because I don't have it. Click add. All right, so now favorites, it's always going to put your last save down at the bottom. So there's my weapons.meta. All right, let's go to the next one that's commonly used. Double click that. Let's do the vehicles.meta. That's going to be mods. Update. Whoopsie. Oh, yeah. Update.rpf. Common. Data. Levels. GTA 5. Okay. Now here's your vehicles.meta right there. Okay. This is an important one. So if I go and click edit, this is all of your vehicles meta, handling the vehicle engine sounds. If you ever want to change your vehicle engine sound, you're going to need this. If you ever want to change the handling, you're going to need this. LODs, you name it, position of drive, it's all in here. And chances are, you know, the readmes in whatever mod that you downloaded or tutorial you're watching will tell you exactly where to go. Okay, so again, go to favorites, click add to favorites, and rename it vehicles.meta. Okay, I think we got a couple more here. If I'm missing any, if there's any veterans out there and I'm missing any important ones, please, down in the comments section, add your pathway that you think is commonly used in the GTA modding world. DLC packs, so I got all those ones. We got the game config. I think there's one more that I want to show, and it's a good one to know. Okay, it's a good one to know, a good one to have in case you want to go in and you know, play around with it. And that's going to be your EUP components, vests, uniforms. If you wanted to go in and change the color of a uniform, or you know how I have the tutorial where it's got the patch and you can change your name on the patch. This is going to be the pathway for that. So it's going to be mods, updates, times 64, DLC packs. You want to go to EUP. Of course, you need EUP installed for this. DLC.rpf times 64. And you want EUP component peds.rpf right here. Double click that. And this is where a lot of your EUP stuff is in here. So if I go to EMP Christmas 2007. And if I look at these different things right here, these are going to be like textures for vests and uniforms. Some might look like that you don't know what the hell they do. Don't mess with those. And then other ones might be, let's say in the Vinewood one here, and let's go to this. As you can see, that's a dress shirt. It's got a button. It's all different. It's just all different stuff in here that you can go in and just kind of, you know, you can kind of just mess around with it all. You know what I mean? And it's real fun to, yeah. See, police. This might actually be one that I changed. Yeah, look at that, Gibson. This is one that I changed in my tutorial. So it's task diff 007A uni YTD. So if I scroll up here to task 007U, if I click it, that's going to be my Gibson vest. See that? How cool is that? So this is an important one. So under favorites, click it, and I have mine set right there. EUP component pads.rpf. So I know if I click that, it's going to bring me right to this folder here that's got all of the EUP and stuff in it. So great thing to know. That is it as far as the most common OpenIV pathways. Now, let me show you a little trick on how to get, if I double click the mods folder, how to get all of these things right here into your mods folder, so that whenever you do need to go into any of them, you don't have to keep clicking it over here and showing it in mods folder, because sometimes it'll take a minute for it to copy over there. Do yourself a favor, do them all at once, walk away from your PC, go take a break for about 5-10 minutes, come back, and they'll all be copied in. So we're going to exit out of our OpenIV. Let's go to our main directory, and for Steam users, you're going to go to your disk drive, program files times 86, Steam, Steam apps, and common. Okay, you're going to see your GTA folder right there. Double click it. I'm going to go to mine, which is in a different pathway. Steam apps, common. Here's my Grand Theft Auto folders. I'm going to double click it. Now, again, remember I showed you how to create a mods folder in your OpenIV. You have to have that. And once you do that, you're going to see a mods folder right here. If I open up this mods folder, you're going to see the update, the times 64, the common, and all of these files right here copied in here. If you've never done this before, you won't see anything in here. So what you're going to do is you are going to, every file will have this times 64 in this update. What you're going to do is you are going to you're going to right click, you're going to highlight, right click, copy the times 64, double click your mods folder, right click, paste it. Okay, once you do that, you're going to go out. Now go to your update folder, left click it, right click it, copy it. Go into your mods folder, down here, right click, paste it. All right, you get the idea. You're then going to go back out. You're going to go to your common.rpf right here. You're going to copy it. You're going to go up to your mods folder. See, I got it right there. You're going to right click and paste it. And then finally, you're going to come back out to your main directory, scroll all the way down, and you're going to see all of these times 64s. You can have a buffer zone right here. Don't have it be all tight, have a buffer zone. And right about where the A is, you're going to highlight that. You're going to highlight all the way down. A through W. Right click, copy. Go back up to your mods folder. Go into it. Right click, paste. Okay, you can see I got them all in here. Once you have all these files copied and pasted inside your mods folder, it'll make your life a lot easier in your OpenIV. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this tutorial. I really hope it was helpful. MDR, I hope this was helpful to you. Folks, go in your OpenIV, save these pathways. I promise you, it'll save you some headache later on down the road. I assure you on that. Till next time, everybody, I love you all so much. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.